Hello. In this video, I will show you how I run SAP BW7.3 and BPC10 for NetWeaver 7.3 in virtual machine on my laptop. Okay. As you can see on my screen now, I have installed the Windows Server 2008 Enterprise in my laptop, and I just right-click on this virtual machine and go to the setting. Okay, here you can see how much memory I allocated to the virtual machine, and this is the processor. Okay, because I have only 8 gigabytes memory on my laptop, so I just allocate like 6 gigabytes memory to the virtual machine. Okay, yeah, of course I have some virtual machine. Sorry, virtual memory in the virtual machine allocated to the BW server. Okay, let's go into the virtual machine. Take a look. Okay, here you can see the SAP control console, and which you can use to start or stop SAP server. Here is the list of the servers I have installed. This is for the BW 7.3, and this is the EHP4 Enhanced Pack 6 for the ECC6, and this one is for the EHP4 for ECC6, the Enhanced Pack 4. Okay, let's have a look about the memory. Okay, yeah, I go to Task Manager, and you can see the total memory used by the system and the idle memory. Okay. In order to run the SAP BW server in this virtual machine, you have to allocate some virtual memory because I don't have enough physical memory as you see in the virtual machine setting. I have only 8 gigabytes, but in order to run the BW server, you have allocated some virtual machine in your Windows 2003 the Windows server. Okay. Yeah, now let's go to the system. Take a look at the BW 7.3. Okay. Yeah, I just run. Sorry, I just run transaction RSA1. Now let's go to the Workbench modeling, the interface. This is very familiar screen as the previous release like BW 7.0, and as you can see on the left panel, there is some new options like the data flow, and the data flow you can easily to create new data flow from the existing one. You can use copy. You can see there is a copy. Okay. Another new feature from the NetWeaver 7.3 is you have the ability to create a new input provider. The name is a hybrid provider here. Okay. And hybrid provider is a combination for one DSO and a cube. The cube is intended to store the historical data, and the DSO is to store the real-time data. Okay, this is a new concept in the BW 7.3. Okay. And you also have the ability to create the cube, which only store data in the BWA server instead of the database. Okay, just go to a quick view. Let's go to the option, create cube. Okay, and here you have there is a BW status. Okay, the cube stores its data in database or store data in the BWA. Okay, because in the previous release we only have the option to store data in the database, and then we replicate data to BWA. Right? We roll out data, to BWA. But here you have a new option to store data only in BWA. Then you don't have the redundant data. Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I also installed the business planning and consolidation 10 for NetWeaver 7.3. As you can see here, this is the info area for the BPC10. I just go to the status and show you all the components. Okay, here you will see the support package I have already applied for this system. You can see this is 7.3 and support package 7. This is the latest support package, and I also applied the support pack for the BPC component. See, this is the business planning consolidation, and I have already applied for the support package 1. Okay. Now let's go to the BPC, the web tool. Okay. Yeah, if you just input like the host name and the port name, the port number, and then you can go to the BPC web. Okay, now let's go to the home page. Okay, in the home page you have a list of options. You can go to the Consultant Central, the journal, and the controller monitor or whatever. And also here on the right hand you have the planning and consolidation administration. Okay, I just click this menu, and here we have the dimensions as known as characteristics in the BW terminology, and we also have the models. Yeah, it's corresponding to the InfoCube, the real-time InfoCube and BW. Okay, and the rules. Yeah, you have the rules to import data to your BPC. Yeah, the same functionality as the transformation we use in BW. Okay, and I think that's it. And I just have simply click the dimension, give you a list of the dimensions I have already created in the BPC. Okay, this is account and entity and flow, and just have a look at the entity. Here are here's all the value for the entity, right? And you can just insert a new record, and then you can save it. Here you can see you can have the option to edit the members or edit the structure or delete this entire dimension or copy to a new one. Like you just can copy characteristic in BW to a new one. Okay, the same concept. Okay, now let's go to the model. Okay, you can see I have 3 model or 4. The plan 01, the main model, and ownership. And this is these models are corresponding to the InfoCube multiple wise in the back in the BW system. Let's have a look at the back in the BW system. Let's go to the BW. Yeah, here you can see I have 4 cubes, which are corresponding to the 4 models I have created in the BPC, the web page. And if I click this one, you can see this is the characteristics we call the dimensions in BPC terminology, but we also know it as the characteristic and BW terminology, and we just double click. Here we can see the same dimensions or characteristics. Yeah, this is also as known in the real-time cube we use in the integrated planning, the IP technology, and BW. So wait a while, it might take some time to display. Okay. Meanwhile, I think I can go back to the administration and go back to the home page. We can go to the journal and see some data. Yeah, here you can see I have the journal. You can create a new data. You can open. You can post. See, I have I just post 2 records. For the entity scanner time is January 2011, and this is debit, this is credit, and see, and you can create a new one if you want. Okay, and this is journal. And I don't want to create a real one. I just click no. Now let's see if we have still in running. Maybe it take some time. Okay, and yeah, I just go back to the home again, and I go to the start page. On the right panel, you will see the option to launch Excel file. Okay, if you click this one, you will open the Microsoft Excel with the BPC add-in. You can see you will choose the environment. That means you will choose the model you created in BPC. For example, I choose the first one. Okay, I opened. Okay, I just go to. You can see once you have installed the BPC client for Excel, you will see two tabs here. One is APM and another one is Data Manager. Let's go to the APM, right? And here is the toolbar. You can choose to open the report. You can create a new report, or you can open a report from your PC or from the server. Okay, I think I have already opened one. Here, because I choose open from the server. Take some time. Yeah, here I go to my report. Yeah, I just open this report. Okay, let's close this one. Yeah, let's go back and see if the cube is displayed right. Okay, now the cube is ready for review. You can see we have the time, input, currency, entity, the P account, category, as you can see here. Right? So when you create a new model in the BPC, in the web interface, it will create info cube correspondingly in the backend BW system. Okay. I think this is clear, and I just want to show you how we can import data from the BPC Excel client to the backend. Okay. As you can see, I just opened a report, and you can create a report like this, and you can choose the dimension on the right panel and to the page or to the row or column. And meanwhile, you can also choose what entity you want to display. For example, I only choose Canada in this report. If you click this entity, it gives you a list of values you can choose. For example, I can choose Canada or United States. Yeah, I choose Canada. And the same way, you can do the same for the rest dimensions. Input currency, pay account, time. Okay. Yeah. Now let's go to the backend cube, see if there's any data. Okay. This is the backend cube, right? I right click. I just choose display data. Too many. Just choose only the characteristics I'm interested with. Okay, I choose time. I choose input currency. Then I choose entity, P account, category. See, I just want to make sure. Category, entity, input account, P account, time, mirror. Okay. Almost. I should choose time maybe. Oh, time I already choose. Okay, it should be fine. I just click OK. Just wait a moment. Still running, and let's see, make sure I choose the correct dimension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, here still running. 6 selected. Okay, I believe I have already chosen the correct dimension, and have a quick look about the data in the backend cube. Okay, we just select all the characteristics. Okay, click run. Okay, say there's no data in the backend cube, so there's no data in the report, right? So now I'm going to show you how we can import some data in the cube. As you may know, you can choose some rule or transport rule for the data when you import data in the Excel file, as we do in BW in transformation. And if you go to the rule, and you have the logic scripts, okay, and you can see I have the scripts for this model. Okay, you can create the scripts for different model, and for our example, we have the script for the dplan01. I click this, and I can go to there's a default file. You can see I have some logic scripts already, and here this means I include the logic 2 logic file. I go to the logic 2, see what. Okay, this file is just implement the formula KPI 5 equal to KPI 1 multiple 2. Okay, so it means once you input the value for the KPI 1, the KPI 5 will be calculated automatically by multiple 2. Okay, so this is the logic, how it works. Let's just have a look, see if it works or not. Okay, I just put 100, and then I go to save data. Save and refresh worksheet data. Okay, I just click, and yeah, just wait a moment to see if I have data or not. Okay. And meanwhile, you can go to SM50, and you can see the backend process. Yeah, you can see it's running the backend process to process the importing data. Still running. I just refresh. Okay, it should be done. When I go to the Excel file, yeah, I can see I only input the 100 for KPI 1, but KPI 5 is calculated automatically. This is how this logic file, the logic script works, because we choose logic 2, the logic file, and if we go to logic 2, you can see if it's KPI 1, then KPI 5 will equal to KPI 1 multiple 2. Alright, so yeah, the logic is correct. It's also reflected in the front-end report. Now we can go to the backend cube to have a look at the data, see if the data is generated accordingly. Okay, we go back and we run it again. We have two records. This is for the KPI 1. The value is 100, and for the KPI file, the value is 200. Correct? Following our logic here, right? Okay, and there is another way we can write our own logic when we import data. And the other way is use the body. Okay, and the body is that C18. We can go to the body. This one. This is the body we have to implement, or we have to use to implement our customized logic when we import data from the front-end Excel to the BPC. We just click display and see the implementation. Okay, I expand it. We go to the implementation. You can see we have two implementation. Okay, and I double click the last one. Well, this one is not created by me. You can see it's by this guy. And so how it works is we will use a filter. And so this filter value, we will use it in our the BPC, the logic file. Okay, I will show you later. If I click the first one, this is the first one I created. Okay, this is created by me, and you can see the implementation class, and you can see the filter value. Filter value means only the value equal to this one, it will be revoked. Okay, it will be called. This value is correspond to this value. Right? When you write some script in the BPC, the web control, the web tool, you have to give the body the field of value. You just create it here. Sorry, here. Okay, then the system will know when this body will be revoked. Okay, and then I double click the implementing class, see how I did in the coding. Okay. Okay, here. Let's close this. As you can see, this is the coding I wrote in this class, and just to achieve the same result, you can see that this rule is just to calculate the formula for KPI 5 equal to KPI 1 multiple 2. Yeah, the same logic, but we use a different way to implement. This time we choose body, okay, and we will create a new data when it's a KPI 1 and append to the internal table, and then we will insert in the model's cube. Okay. Before we do the test, we first need to delete the data in the cube to make sure we have no data. To make sure to make the testing clear. Okay, here. And you cannot delete it directly. You have to first choose to change the real-time load behavior. Okay, I choose this one. Okay. No. Then you refresh. You can see the light is green. Now you can delete data. Yeah, I choose yes. Do you want to keep data in dimension tables? I choose yes. Okay. So in order to verify if the deletion is correct or not, I just go back and choose run this one again. You can see now this time there is no data, right? So the deletion is successful. Now I have to go back to change the real-time loading behavior, so we can do the planning. Okay, data loading is not allowed. Planning is possible. Okay. No. Okay, now we can also refresh the front-end report, see if we have data. I can simply click the update the button. Okay, the refresh is done, no data left. So deletion successful. Okay, before I do that, I want to put a breakpoint in this class, see if this class is called or not. Okay, because this is RFC call, so I have to set a external breakpoint. Here, I choose set a external breakpoint. Okay, now let's import data. This time I give 50 for KPI 1, and I choose save data. Okay, now the data is saving in process. So we just wait a moment and see if this class is called, because we set an external breakpoint. Okay. Oh, the data was saved, but the class is not invoked. Maybe I have to restart again. But anyway, we can check data first. This is 50, this is 100, alright? Okay. This 50, 100. Okay, it's true. Oh, I remember I forgot something. Okay, I should change the logic file in the default logic to make sure this time it will call the body, because now it's still the second one, right? So the second one is this script, right? And I need to change the default one to the logic 3 file, so that the system will call body instead of the script. Okay, sorry about that, I forgot it. Now I can do a quick comment. Okay, this time when I import it, when the system is saving it, system will call this logic 3 file instead of the logic 2. I just click save. Has been updated. Okay, I click OK. And before I do that, I also choose delete the data first. Okay. This time I can do quickly because I just showed you before. I just delete data. Yes. Okay, no data. And just make sure there's no data. Okay, no data. I refresh this report. Okay, no data. And then because I have already changed the default logic file, this time it should call the body class. Okay, now let's try again. I give like 150. Okay, and I have saved it. Internal server error. Okay, maybe I have to close it and open it again. I go to the home, I go to the EPM Office add-in Excel, I open again. Sometimes it happens because of too many sessions. Maybe I open it too long time. Okay, drop this one. I go to the EPM tab. I'll go to the Open Server folder. I'll go to My Report and this one. Here, there's no data. Okay, I give 150. Okay, I go to save data. Let me have a look. Cannot perform a write. New transaction log. Oh, sorry, I made another mistake. I believe I forgot to change the planning specific property. I need to change the real-time load behavior to make it planning a load. You can see the setting is still data target can be loaded, but planning not allowed. I have to switch to the real-time cube can be planned. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, no, this time I try it again. Okay, it's in processing. Okay, here we go. We go to the breakpoint we set before, and if we double click the P account, it should be KPI1, right? And if we see the data, now it's only one record. And we double click, we can see the forecast is 150. Okay, as we said here, you can see forecast Canada, Canadian dollar, periodic, and it's KPI1 150. Okay, and we can go to next, until this append. Okay, Now there's two records in this internal table. Double click it again, you can see everything the same, but the P account is KPI 5 with the value 300, right? So because we are just multiple 2 here, right? So okay, so far the logic works fine, and I just press F8 to run out this bugging. Okay. Okay, sorry. Still. Okay, it's done. KPI 1 is 150. KPI 5 is 300. So it's correct according to our logic. I go to the queue and run the data, see if we have the same data. Yeah. Here you can see we have the same data as we input. Okay. And that's all about it. So I just give a quick view about this BBC, how I import data and how I run the BW 7.3 in my virtual machine on my laptop. And hopefully, hope you can enjoy this video. And if you have any questions or any comments, you can just drop me a mail. I'll reply you as soon as possible. Okay. Thanks for watching.